In the Taj backyard, roads were improved by a well-balanced workforce. Pontoon bridges placed across the shrunken Yamuna by a festive, tidy Indian Army brigade.
I think the biggest concern of mine as well as my production people was the stage itself. If we dig from 4 feet below this, we hit water. So we had to devise a way with what was available here to put up such a big stage to withstand the load that was given to us, which we achieved.
With a week to go, 2 petitions to stop the concert were rejected by India's Supreme Court. The court satisfied that this extravagant sound and light show would not harm the monument.
It took him a year to accomplish what he describes as a lifelong dream, after fighting off allegations that his concert at the Taj Mahal would irreparably damage the monument. Greek composer Yanni has finally been given the go-ahead to perform in Agra.
A lot of the objections were raised 10 days before the concert, which was a little curious.
Well, personally, I feel that most of the people who opposed it were looking for personal publicity. If they would have come and discussed the details with us, means organizers, me, Yanni's other people, we would have satisfied them.
The last threat was the most disconcerting. Watermelon farmers unable to cultivate the beach area being used for the concert said they hadn't been compensated. It was reported they were prepared to torch themselves.
I think it obviously made a good story for the media because farmers burying themselves at the Yanni concert sells newspapers. And I wanted to meet with the farmers in person because I wanted to see what was going on. And I ended up meeting 7 people that were incredible. One in particular that I had a very strong connection with, which seemed to be their spokesperson. His name was Bipti Ram. He said that he felt maybe they were not getting the money that they felt their crop was worth, but God is great and that God would take care of them the following year by giving them a better crop. At that point, he just took my heart. It was an experience that is probably parallels to the actual performance at the Taj Mahal. It was as powerful for me, that meeting with these farmers, these people.
This was the scene at twilight before the first concert. For so many in India, every act, small or large, has a connection with the divine. Backstage, Yanni greeted one of his key political supporters, Ramesh Bhandari. Bhandari governs the vast state of Uttar Pradesh, population 150 million.
As we all know, things do not come easily in life. This program also did not come easily. His performance is going to be a tribute to the Taj. A tribute to perhaps not only one of the most greatest wonders of the world, but a tribute to the symbolism of harmony, of peace, and of eternal love.
I question sometimes whether the United States would allow someone to come from another country and set up a band in front of, let's say, the Statue of Liberty and rope it off from the public and hire the U.S. Army and allow them to perform. I wonder if that could be done.
Turning around to see the Taj Mahal deeply affected me. My inner being was very moved.
You're always going to have your critics, and someone's going to smash you. So it doesn't really matter. He wanted to do this. It was his dream, and he was able to do it. And I think that's pretty amazing.
I think some of the objections came out of ignorance, and that's why essentially the Supreme Court allowed us to do what we did. I felt that my music was appropriate to be performed at the Taj Mahal.
Here we go. Slow down. Take 6. Take 3.
The moment I'll remember most, on the 20th of March, when Yanni came to stage, I almost cried and I had tears in my eyes. I was most satisfied person on this earth.
This image had never been seen before. For the first time in its nearly 4 centuries, the Taj was lit at night. The live broadcast of the show reached a small Rajasthani village hundreds of miles to the west. For some of these villagers, it was the first time they had seen or heard of the Taj Mahal.
Well, I think it's essentially the celebration of freedom, and what I think is thematically the most significant, which is the triumph of the human spirit, whether it is getting independence, getting freedom, whether it is Yanni going through all the various protests or, uncertainties that happen to crop up, finally the triumph of the human spirit.